Mr. President, what does it mean if we say the music industry contributes 0.20%?
I think the music industry contributes way more than that. No, as of that time, it contributes way more than that. You know why? I was part of the whole research process. I intervened several times when KPMG wanted documentation. They wanted data, and the data was not forthcoming. One area, for instance, is sponsorship. We wrote several letters, got the Minister of Tourism to intervene, and still we didn't get the needed disclosure from the mobile telephony companies. And so, for instance, they wanted to know how much the mobile telephony spend on music sponsorship. That alone would have done this document much heavier weight.
So, do we say there were defects in the research?
Yes, there will, because it's not magic. It's human beings, human interaction. Sure. They are asking people how much do you earn for a show, and of course, Ghanaians are typical that everybody who asks you a question to do with your finances, you think they are coming to tax you. So I mean, there are people like Countman to who they ask them, okay, so what's your annual sales? And they will, instead of maybe disclosing what is actually it is. Some people think maybe, these people, maybe if you don't take it later, it's government coming to tax us. So they would not disclose sometimes the full truth. And again, defects in our system. I mean, sponsorship from many, like Airtel, for instance, were one of the companies that upon several consultations, they gave us some data on their sponsorship.
That is typical of every research.
Yeah, so those are things that I know when we do 1, 2, 3, and people are used to it and they know that, oh, it is not for taxation purpose, but it's actually for the purpose of knowing the data, and it will grow the industry that they are already in. People will voluntarily give information, and I believe strongly that this figure will shoot up most high, because there are studies around South Africa, there are studies in UK where the creative arts sector is contributing to 18%. If you take music out of the creative arts sector, music would, if not the least, music would do about 40% of the whole creative arts sector's business, because there's music in film, there's music in festival, there's music in restaurant, every aspect there's music. Sure. And so I feel strongly that when we, pursue this study cumulatively, we continue it. And that's what I was happy we were able to do, because we had people from the statistical service on board when we were doing the survey. So the statistical service can have the year-on imputation, the year-on computation of the contribution of the sector to Ghana's growth. So I believe that if we find that 2016, 2017, we will be going way higher than we did.
Are we doing another research anytime soon?
It's immediately not in our things that we're doing. What we are actually pursuing to do is to do a strategic plan born out of this study, to have a strategic plan for the growth and development of the entire sector.